All right. What's up?
Nothing. Your mic sounds better.
Yeah, my internet's terrible.
Oh,
And I was downloading some shit, so I had to pause it.
wow, that'll do it. Interesting. Um, okay. What do I want to do? I guess I can look at VODs first.
But yeah, you were asking about like comps or something?
Yeah, comps for sure. Like, I definitely would like to get a better understanding of just like when I should go what, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay, so you're saying like in competitive sense or in like a ranked sense?
Let's go ranked because I don't scrim with any good teams. I actually don't scrim anymore because
Okay.
I mean, you kind of saw my team at Hugh Fest when we were unoptimal for sure, but that's fine.
Well, I'd say for Genji specifically, the only time that I would like really play Genji without a guilty conscience and like actually really trying hard to win is against double hit scan or double sniper. So like if they don't have Tracer or if they don't have Echo, if they don't have Torb, any of those heroes, like if they're
Yeah,
playing Ashe Hanzo, if they're playing Widow Hanzo, if they're playing Widow Ashe, Kree Soldier, anything like that, any combination of that,
yeah,
Genji's super good because he's good at dueling hit scans, minus
yeah,
Kree.
yeah.
Um,
25
and
buff
so
hits hard.
yeah, you can still get away with playing him into Brig too if you're like really good into double hit scan. But those like that's like pretty much the only opportunity I would play it. Also, he's really good into double shield too.
Yeah, because they don't move much, so you can kind of just dash through them, spam on and off angle
Yeah.
and such. Is what I
If you have an
found.
Orisa of your own, you can like dash with the pull, and that just like farms you so much ult charge. It's really good with your blade. Um, but I mean, if they have like Kree Brig, and it's on like King's Row or something, a place where like a lot of the flanks are just going to be shut down, then I would just like not play it.
Right.
And most of the time, as flex DPS players, like the only good hero that we actually have is Echo.
Yeah, I need to get better at
So,
Echo. I know that for sure. I'm
yeah, just spam Echo and
inoptimal.
Tracer.
Yeah, my Tracer's actually my second most played and best hero for sure. So I'm a lot more comfortable in her than all the other stuff. But yeah, my Echo is pretty trash, I'd say. So I guess I can work on that. So then, if I'm playing Echo into the standard comp, and I can share screen actually just so you can correct me. I'm just making like a little Word doc, and then this is shown to what I'm just gonna apply to later. Okay, so I think we agree that standard comp for ranked is like ball, diva, ball, diva that can go into Sigma as well.
Yeah, I think for ranks specifically, there's not like a standard comp because people just play whenever they want. But
They
like,
keep playing lock and hog. That's true.
if you're playing like really high elo lobbies, you might have comps like that.
Yeah. That's I not even like the tanks aren't even as important as I feel like I see a lot Zen Brig. Or that's the comp that feels the most like difficult for me, I guess, because it just Zen Brig is unkillable in the back, but I could always just swap off Genji, and that would probably make my life a trillion times easier.
Yeah, just go Tracer if you don't have one.
So, like, let's just say that we have this standard comp. Like, let's say that my team is running this, and for some reason, I decide that Genji isn't working. So it's like Tracer Echo is like, I feel like this is like standard. Like, I should like trace like this is standard comp, I would say.
Mostly, you should find yourself playing Tracer, Echo, or Genji. That's pretty
Okay.
much it. Maybe Hanzo, maybe, but
Yeah, my Hans isn't terrible, but it's definitely not great. Okay. Tracer, Genji, Echo. So what about Sombra? I know, like, is she?
I don't like it. Shit. Don't play it.
I mean, you hate
Don't
it, but
play
is it not like decent into this
No, it's
comp?
shit. It's
Is
shit.
it?
It's shit.
Okay.
Yeah. It's super hard to play. Takes a good team to play around it, and it's just not worth it unless you're Doha. Just don't even bother. She's just one of those characters
That
that's
makes
just only
sense.
good in fucking
Pro
Korea,
play.
China.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck that
I
shit.
guess it takes coordination as well, doesn't it? And you don't
that's
get
just
that
not
in
worth your time.
standard. Okay. So like obviously in Overwatch League, I feel like I did see like Sombra Echo or something along those lines, but that's
Yeah,
obviously
Shanghai
way
played a lot of
different.
that, but
Okay,
I mean that was just to their style because they had the best Sombra in the world. But
that'll do it.
yeah.
Okay, so Tracer, Genji, Echo. I can do that. Is there anything like... wait, not that. I don't think there's anything else I'm, like, needing to ask about. I guess we'll start with this, because I assume that you flex way more than I do when it comes to Genji. And I'm pretty sure... Didn't you say you main Doomfist, if I recall correctly?
I don't really main a hero. I mean, I guess recently I've been maining Echo per se, because it's the only thing that we could play without getting fucking shafted. But if you're talking like favorite heroes,
yeah,
Doom's probably my favorite, but I probably have the most time on Genji because I just played him so much when the game came out.
Alright. So let's just say that I'm a stubborn dick, because I am, and most people avoid me for that reason. How would you suggest I play Genji, or you got nothing? Like into like Zenbrig, like I feel like for the most part it's poking them, but I can't like hard engage, because if I hard engage I just die.
It's map specific, and you have to like break it down to the fundamentals of Genji. Like what does he do? He's a mistake punisher.
Yeah.
You're not going to be making plays on Genji unless you have Blade,
That's
or if someone's isolated. But if someone's isolated and you're playing Genji, they made a mistake. Because you should never isolate yourself against Genji, especially if you're playing something like Soldier.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that, but
so
no, I've always
just think of Genji like if you're playing against Zenbrig, you're basically just existing until someone makes a mistake or until you get Blade, and that's like the skill gap on Genji, is being in the right place at the right time and executing your blades properly. So like the timing, the actual execution, the target focus, all that stuff. But for the most part, it's not like Ashe or Kree or Echo or any of those heroes where like uptime is the most important thing and just hitting your shots. For Genji, it's just like putting yourself in a position where you can punish a mistake.
Yeah, where you can dash and dash out and then snowball. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Honestly, that mistake punisher, actually, I never actually thought of it like that, but I mean, it makes sense. Like the way I play it, like perfectly speaks to that. I never
also
thought of it like that.
Don't be afraid to die on Genji. Like if you notice that you're kind of just sitting back throwing shurikens and doing nothing, just go the fuck in and die. But like as long as you get ult charge, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to die a minute. Every minute.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yep. That happens.
I mean, I'm of the thought process of like, hey, if I'm dashing through 6 people like 4 times, like me dying is not that big of a deal. Or you know,
let me see your damage.
It's probably not that great actually, but here.
See hero damage. Okay, about 9k per minute.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
What are your blade kills per minute?
Probably like 2 at best. Dragon blade kills. Ow.
Per 10? That's pretty good. About 5 per 10 is pretty good.
Yeah, that's because every time I pull blade, and as you know, everyone pulls their fucking alt. Everyone uses every cooldown.
Nah, bro. If you pull blade and one person ults, just run away. You did your job.
Bro. I dashed up, pulled blade. They tranked him, and okay, guys, I did my job. Good luck. See you at the next fight. That was it. The issue is at that point, if I pull blade, dash up, your inting teammates decide that it's really cool and that they should follow you in, even though you're not going in, and then they die, and then they blame you for not having a value blade. Yeah.
So something that you could consider as well is if you're on like a map where, so the whole point of the whole point of dashing in the air is, right?
Well, I could be wrong, but I usually use it as a way to see where everybody is, like. On positioning, helps with target focus for me personally, and it gets me in a better position that I don't have to dash onto them sometimes. So like I can use
that's what I was looking
dash.
for. It's like the distance between people. Like you can think of like if you have a target that's X amount of meters away from you, and your dash covers X amount of meters, you ideally want your dash range to be within like a 1 dash range. So it means that like you can dash through someone and then blade, and then you have your dash for damage instead of for mobility. Plus it's extremely easy for someone to avoid you and to kill you if you're dashing straight at them. Like if you dash in the air and then dash straight at them, like they have so much time to deal with it in comparison to where like if you dash through them and then bladed on top of their head. Because it's super hard to hit a Genji whenever he's like jumping all over your head and shit like that.
Yeah.
Especially if he's nanoed.
True. The pressure is on then. Yeah. I definitely I think I need to get a lot better with that part, because I do find I know that things that I've implemented which don't always work is, as you probably know, the jump after you dash up right, to
Yeah.
avoid any sleeps.
Yeah, using that to juke. Yeah.
I guess if anything, because this has fucked my blade a couple of times, the best thing I could do would be instead of instead of dashing onto them in the straight line you were talking about, trying to like wait a second or two, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
get
like
on the
literally
ground.
just dashing, like if they're in your dash range, like your second dash range, like if you dash in the air and then you blade, you could just like kind of just sit there for a second and see what they do.
Yeah. It annoys
'Cause
me though when I do that and then they like sleep randomly while I'm deflecting and I cancel sleep like right then. Or
yeah, I
deflect
mean,
right then and I get
then you
slept.
know that the Anna's bad, and you know that she's just gonna throw her sleep no matter what.
That's true.
And so you just know for the next blade, like, or the next time you see that player, you're just like, okay, well this guy's terrible. He's just gonna fucking
Okay.
panic and throw his sleep, so I know what to do now.
Alright.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like the blade timing is just really important. Like if you see a break user bash and like a monkey, just fucking just blade, bro.
Yeah.
Just kill her. There's another thing. There's one. Oh yeah. So another thing about the dash range shit is if you're able to close the gap without needing 2 dashes, if you only need 1 dash, it means that heroes like Hanzo and Ashe and like any hero that can make a distance between you, like synthetically, as in like an Ashe coach gun, right?
Yeah.
Like if you dash at her and she just bops you away, well, it's like, oh, well, my blade is useless now.
Yeah. So
Or
I have
if
to
you dash at a Lucio and he boops you, oh, well, my blade is useless now.
I don't
But
want to
if you
dash at
dash
them.
onto his face and then blade, and you're already in melee range, and since Genji just moves faster than every other hero, especially when he's in blade, you're just gonna kill them. So they have
Yeah.
to use that cooldown, and then you just follow them with dash.
Yeah. That's like I like have that, but I think I have an issue sometimes of like mental lapses, which I guess is just like thinking more, obviously.
Yeah. So you mean like you overanalyze too much?
It's more like I know to do it, but then sometimes I just dash from them anyways. They coach gun me, and I'm like, well, I'm just an idiot. I knew not to do that, and I still did it for the most part.
Yeah, that happens to me too sometimes, but I don't really know how to help with that other than just like
Just
try
keep
to be more
going.
conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely just annoying sometimes, but that makes sense. Okay, that needs to move on. Okay, honestly, for Genji, and I'm not trying to sound like conceited, but I really don't think there's too much that I need to specifically ask besides just like how to play into certain things. Like, but I think I kind of have an idea. Like things
pull up
BAP
one of
is
your
annoying.
pull up one of your losses.
Let me. Okay, which
Give me
game
the
wasn't
code.
tossed? Sure. This one. I think we lost this one because of me actually. So this one's a realistic one. Can close that out. Stop streaming because I assume you'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it in a second. I just need to pull up the game.
No worries.
Let me know how the
Sure.
quality is. I may have to do some extra stuff.
Alright. I'd say it's pretty good. I'd say 720.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this was a Briggs end game actually, if I recall correctly. Yeah, they also had a Doomfist. That was fantastic.
Let's see how you misplay this duel.
Yep.
Oh, that's how. You shouldn't have chased.
Okay.
Just instantly, I just knew. So right here, I like the dash, but you missed.
So I
If
should
you
just
would have aimed a
leave.
little bit more to the right, you would have killed him.
Yeah.
But because you like he gets out, like look at his cooldowns.
Yeah. You're right.
So he got to the mega, and now you don't have your dash, and you don't have the damage to kill him. So he could just.
You can kill me. Okay. So
Yeah.
the initial thought was good. Just I also have to recognize that I need to like cut my losses sometimes. I guess
Yeah.
I could. I think I do that too much. I'm like, I'm at the point where I'm like I used everything. I should get my kill, when it's just better to
Yeah.
live.
Just consider Doomfist, like, the Genji versus Doomfist matchup is favored for Genji because he can,
Yes,
put
height.
himself at an elevation that
Yeah.
Doomfist can't deal with.
Yeah. I went aggressively because I saw that he punched and canceled, so I thought I could kill him before he got punched back, but it was when he got the mega, the one I should have known to leave.
Oh, Echo should die here.
The Echo
Yeah,
should?
bro, like, yeah, if he uses, like, he used his shift right there in your face, he hit no shots on you in the air, you have orb, you could literally climb this wall right here and just kill him, because he has to float down, and he's discorded right now. Because, look,
Right.
look. No flight, and he's stuck up here. What happens if you're like, he's discorded too, you're already right here, you just throw like 2 or 3 shurikens at him, you just dash melee, he dies.
Yeah, that makes sense. Really bad when it comes to killing Echo, so I kind of just respect it too much, I think.
These have a tracker cooldowns. That's really all it is. She actually has a pretty good hitbox for Genji. You can one-shot her pretty easily. Her wings are pretty fat.
That makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
You should have died right there. You overstayed for too long. Careful. Nice. This is really dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah, if that Zen's a better player, you should die. So one thing that I like to do is like if you look at a VOD, something that's good to consider is how you look to the other person's perspective.
Yeah.
So like just like look at your movement here. So this is like all fine. You're LOSing the Zen. He's trying to watch out for you because he knows that you're like his biggest threat.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah, and
like
he knows
here,
I'm there. Yeah, I should just
you
die.
die. You die
Yeah.
to a good player while you're climbing that wall.
That makes sense.
Like even here, he shot your reflect like 3-4 times. Like this guy's awful. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay, that makes sense.
But even before that, you could have killed this break 100%. Like this break is mispositioned. You're in the right spot, but the target selection was the problem here.
Okay.
Because you'll never ever kill this Zen right here, but you can kill the break right here.
Yeah, she has no
If
armor.
you just, yeah, if you just fucking like, I know that you don't know her health because you haven't hit her yet, but if you just dash through her here and then drop, like, you've created an opportunity for you to get the kill. It takes a lot of pressure away from the point because now the Brig and the Zen have to acknowledge it. Like you basically get 3 people to look at you and you can't die either because you just drop, walk this way, and you're in your support's LOS.
Yeah,
And then it creates an opportunity where like you could climb back up and then you could fuck with her, like just basically harassing their supports.
Yeah.
But like
No, that makes sense.
because you're just kind of like sitting here and then you put yourself in a really bad position to die to the Zen right here. It doesn't really do anything. Like only the Zen has to look at you for a second.
So
you have to do.
I guess the best way to put it is like in this comp, is Brig technically more killable than a Zen, or
It
just
depends on the situation.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there she was more killable, obviously, because
Yeah, this is good. You identified that she's alone, or at least isolated. But you overstayed. You should have dashed up through her. Like
okay.
here, this is good. Seeing that the Brig was alone. But after you see that orb go on her, you need to like
Let's
dash
just
up
leave.
like right now.
Okay, I just go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll never kill her when she has her shield up and she has an orb on her.
Okay. Just leave. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Don't even bother fucking wasting your time shooting this hero. Find something else.
Okay.
This is really dumb. You should have died there. If Havoc was better, he would have just punched you into the wall there and you just die.
I just
You were discorded.
you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So is the initial wall climb fine? Like.
Yeah.
So like I don't go
climb.
over the wall. Yeah, I don't go over the wall there, but because I'm obviously at this point just trying to get like some sort of poke and or blade quickly. So instead of going like that, I see your point. I can just climb the wall, right click maybe once or twice, then just drop back down to my team instead of going over.
Like here?
Yeah, just like slightly.
Like,
yeah.
Just,
Before I
just
go
like
over the
right
wall.
click and then like just dash away instantly.
You're right.
Doing this on this Echo is really stupid as well. Like you'll never kill this guy.
Yeah.
When he's that far away, and this guy is just win trading. Okay, you forced Trank, so now you just want to drop Discord and then blade him afterwards. Okay, well this doesn't look good.
We lost the fight, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave, I guess. Because they use double support, so I was like, I guess we have one more fight.
Yeah, you have free blade this fight, so let's see what happens.
I'm assuming I fuck it up here. I just can't remember how. I remember
you
now.
got guru'd.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I should have left.
That's unfortunate.
Because I was trying to dodge the Diva bomb, so I went up there to dodge the bomb because I couldn't actually. I figured it was about to hit.
No,
me.
I see what happens.
Yeah.
I see what happened. That's like unlucky, but you know, whatever.
I mean, it cost the game sadly, and like I know that one cost that fight, and I was like, okay, well that blows.
Yeah, there's nothing to say about that.
Okay. Well, that makes you feel a little bit better about that one then. And then I'm pretty sure I held Blade for like 12 years here too, because our team was just dead on cooldown.
Okay, well, Echo just griefs. You need to be like way more. I noticed that like your tempo is really bad.
Okay.
You don't have a good understanding of whenever it's good to play aggressive and when it's good to play safe. So
okay.
That's basically down to like threat assessment. And so if you like look at their comp, like this guy is your biggest threat. The Doom should never kill you unless he comes from like the side. Or if he gets like a good slam on you or whatever. But like here, you get discorded and you need to just immediately just drop this. You just need to back off, drop the discord, because if Echo is better here, you die. But he overextends to try to kill you, and so now you see the Doom on your left. There's nothing to stop you here, bro. Just fucking dash in their face.
Okay. Do I not worry about the Brig Bash killing me? Like,
no. Who cares? You should never ever die here. You just dash into their team, save your reflect for after the bash, and then you're just fine. Your team should walk in and win.
Okay, so actually, can we pause on that, because maybe that's something that I am bad at, which, as you said, threat assessment. So maybe we can go a little bit more in depth on just that in general, if you'd want to. So in that situation, that was like knowing that the only things that could kill me were dead. Realistically.
So you could literally like here, you could dash at this Diva's head or this Brig's head and then climb the wall to dodge the bash.
Yeah.
And then just drop on the Zin's head and kill him. Because like they have to respect your team now. Your Kree and your Sig are just gonna round the corner and frag them. So like you can literally just dash in and get the free ult charge, climb the wall. Just do like way more is what I'm saying here.
Okay. So I'll take it back for a second. So two things. Let's say that Doomfist is with their team, and or Havoc is playing Cass and is with their team. So let's say that the Echo ints. In that situation, I shouldn't dash in then, correct? Or
exactly. If they have Cass, then you just fucking wait for your team. To win.
Got it.
Like if they have Cass, if I saw a Cass shooting me there, I would have just went this way. And then just like went from that angle, or I would have just like did nothing and just kind of sat behind the shield and dashed whenever someone got low. But like here, even though you didn't go in, You go in on the ball here. Ball dies. You should like insta dash here and kill the break. Dash through their whole team. You kill the diva and then you run away.
Okay.
Should have killed the break. Should have killed the Zen.
Okay. And that would have been all charge for me to get.
Yeah. You play more aggressive this fight. You're probably at like 50%.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, I casted some inting here.
That's good. No, I mean you didn't make a mistake there. Okay, there was the mistake. You stayed too long. So I like how you recognize that your Kree's in the corner and you just dash because you know he's gonna die and it's just why not? It's just ult charge.
Yeah.
So here you missed the dash and the break was actually really bad. If you would have hit that dash, she probably would have died.
Yeah.
And then you guys would have won this fight. But like here, you have no dash. They still have a Doom and a Brig, and you're just like face tanking that, and then you just get hit by the Doom E and then the Doom punch, and then you just get ran over by that Brig that you didn't kill.
That goes with the threat assessment though.
Yeah, that's a threat assessment and mechanical error. That Brig should have died 100%.
Yeah.
Right click dash melee kills her there. You are playing Genji into a really hard comp though, so just do keep that in mind.
Yeah.
They have a lot of shit that can fuck your shit up.
Yeah. In this situation, I probably can just go like Tracer, and I do a lot more anyways.
Yeah, Tracer is a better into Doom, wins against Echo. Can deal with their backline better. She's just a better hero here, but like if you're insistent on playing Genji, it's still possible. It's just you have to work harder.
Yeah.
And that's just like the reality of the character.
Not a DLC character.
Yeah.
I think we just lose at this point. Kind of just get spawn held.
Fine. They should more ults. Well, they actually only use Doom ult. Holy shit, you guys are fucked.
No, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like after this point, I feel like he was just
Junkrat too. Like hello.
Oh, he was tilted. He was tilted. I can't. He might have said swap off Genji. I can't remember. But he was also non-chat, so that was cool.
That's threat assessment. You just like you saw her, but then your brain just like didn't register that she was just gonna kill you. Look at this.
Ow. Yeah, I kind of just like walked by her. Oh,
yeah.
Ow.
I just watched from her POV. Like you heard the shots, you heard her flying. She shot at you right there.
I hate. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay, I literally just missed her. Whoops.
Oh, if you die here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's literally what I typed in chat right after too. I said, yeah, okay. I turned the corner, just died. I was like, ah, fuck. I mean, at this point, we kind of just lost, but. I don't.
That's good. Good blood. Good timing, good execution.
We sig ulted though. I don't know who we hit. We get point.
No, if you guys don't win this game, this fucking fight, I'm just reflect the rockets.
Okay. Do we win this fight? Well, they rallied.
You won the fight, but they came back with rally.
Yeah.
So your goal now is to just not die. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's just a rally Doomfist with ult.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright. Well, so from what I saw, it's just like the two fundamental principles of threat assessment and target selection.
Okay.
Like understanding what can kill you, what can't kill you, and if like what can kill you is dead, just fucking getting the fuck in and like using your resources. Because think about it like this too, like if they have a DPS that's picked for whatever reason, like if you're playing Genji and they have a cast and the cast gets picked, right? Like what is your first thought? Oh shit, I can play the game.
Yeah,
I can play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what that means is that not only does their team have to like play more conservatively because they're down a player? It means that you can play more aggressively because they're down a player. Like, take the map.
Okay. I'll say that. Okay, so in that situation, and I guess that just goes back to me not being good with Brig Zen. So the Brig Zen was like standing on top of each other, and that's why I feel like I didn't commit, because I always feel like whenever I dash into them, I just get one shot by just Brig Zen, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if I get locked, I die. But I guess the argument could be made that even if I do die, they used everything on me, and my team can push in behind me. Is that kind of viable, or is that the wrong way to think of it anyways?
Yeah, I mean, so I also noticed that you kind of play like really, I don't know if scared is the right word, but
Passive.
it's kind of like a tempo thing, like conservative. Like, you're very, very weary of dying to Briggs in.
Yeah.
Which, like, while Brig is extremely broken,
she's not that broken.
She's not like invincible.
Okay.
And especially if she's discorded, like, if your shield breaks or if she's just out of position, just don't be afraid to fucking get in there. Especially if she doesn't have her whip either. Like, if she just bashes you and just hits you once, that's like, what, like 30 damage?
Yeah. Her
Yeah.
whip's the only thing that actually hurts right
Yeah.
away. Okay.
And think about like reflecting her whip too. Like, if you're ever in the backline, that's always good. It blocks the Inspire proc.
Huh.
That's always worth.
Didn't think about that. Okay. That was a lot of good Genji tips. I could do an echo game for you if you want to attempt that.
Sure, whatever is whatever you're interested in.
I am interested in getting better because I got nothing else to do except play Apex, I guess.
That game's okay. It's just RNG.
You think so?
I don't.
I guess in like ranked itself, but like I think when you have like a team, it's like
Apex is so boring when you just like drop in a certain area and you just don't get good guns and you just get ran over.
Do I have a pass? I do. Fantastic. That's a lie.
Do you not have a VOD?
Actually, I might.
Yeah, VOD would work much better. Just a VOD of like any character, I don't really mind. But if it's Echo specifically and that's what you want, then obviously go for that.
I think I only did one Echo game and it went terribly because I started to have no value at the end. Which means we're gonna hop onto the super secret account. Okay. Sure. Alright. I don't know if I start off on Echo right away, but I played at some point.
Wait, why am I in the fucking lobby?
Couldn't tell you. Yeah, my Echo is needs improvement for sure. Because I told myself I was gonna learn Echo and then never did because she bores me.
I'm assuming this is you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I mean, immediately I can already see like you killed the biggest threat to you and just sat there. This is also bad.
Okay.
Okay, so stay up here. You see that they have no widow? Just fucking stay up there, bro. Just literally,
Okay.
if they don't have widow, you stay up here as long as you possibly can. You tell your team, tell your Zen to orb you, and then you just sit up here like the whole game and just farm.
Okay, that makes
They
sense.
have nothing to force you out except for monkey.
And if he jumps up there, I can just sticky him and probably kill him.
So here you kill their soldier. Now just fly instantly. Just fly in. Just fly in and
Okay.
start shooting. Fly on top of that thing. Start shooting them. But you kind of just like sit here, see the doom. You should have right clicked before you shot left click there.
Okay.
You would have died.
Yeah.
And that guy's just win trading. Okay, now the only person that can contest you up there is dead. So again, you could fly up there and be much more aggressive. Yeah.
So from the sounds of it, I need to get a little bit better at knowing when I can actually be aggressive.
Yeah,
like
it's
that's
uptime.
just a threat assessment.
As uptime.
Um.
Now that they have Torb, it's a little bit more annoying because you have to like waste a cooldown on his turrets.
Yeah. So how would you describe uptime? Because I don't think I've ever like been.
So uptime is like a concept, and like how much are you always doing something? Like how frequently? So basically, so there's a concept with Sombra with uptime where like you want to put your translocator in a spot that's close enough to the fight to where you aren't missing a lot of time when you recall, but not too close to where it doesn't get destroyed and you die.
Yeah.
So like that's a big part about Sombra is having good translocator spots so you can maximize your uptime that you're always doing something.
Okay.
So with Echo specifically, especially in the comps where like they don't have a lot of ways to contest you, like you can just be so aggressive and you can increase your uptime substantially. You don't have to play all the way back here. You could play really close. You can just like shotgun people. You can like you should have ult by now 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
Because imagine for a second like you have your ult there, right? And they nano their monkey in or whatever, and then you just copy their monkey and you just fucking go in on their supports. Exactly.
Okay.
Because that's why your team lost this fight, because they all got antied. So if you're on this Ana right here, they don't get antied and your team doesn't get fucked.
I think that was a preset nade because they did like 4 times in a row. I mean, it doesn't make it better, but like that anti was coming in regardless, just because they literally our Sig went, I'm gonna throw a shield up top for when she goes to anti us, and then didn't because that was really it.
Probably so winnable.
Yeah, I shouldn't have duped.
Should have given it.
I should have. Yeah, I agree.
No, I like the dupe. The dupe's fine, but it was just the timing. If you would have contested like now, or like right as your BAP dropped that window, copied the monkey instead.
That would have been better.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's just me being slow.
Yeah.
And
not reacting to the fight.
Yeah.
And there's just no way that you're gonna recontest that. It's fine. They had more ults than you.
Yep.
Let's see how it goes on attack.
Oh, terribly. They went go pocket him, and I went, I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay. I bet. I'm just saying this. I bet what I'm gonna see now is 4 minutes of you just sitting main shooting a shield.
That's pretty good. I try to shoot the turret sometimes.
Yeah. No. Okay. Look. This
I probably
map.
could swap Genji here.
No. Echo's better. Okay. Right. So what you do is you go this way.
Then through
you go this way. You go up here. And when you have your mercy, you just fucking sit here. Shoot the turret. You could fly up here. You could fly up here. And then when your team jumps in, kill the BAP or dive the soldier.
Okay.
Or dive their tanks, or just sense. It gives you a bunch of options. Even if you are going to play main, it's like really important that you have to like go in when your team goes in too.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The monkey dives, I can fly in as well. Yeah, I guess I don't think that I can do the same. Like I do that flank on Genji almost every single time because it's just really nice. But
so here you could have just flown in and just lasered someone, bro.
Okay. I think I'm really bad with my laser, honestly. I know it does more damage when it's half. Well, when anything's half, but I'm just bad at thinking about it, I guess.
Yeah, you just flew in a soldier LOS in a turret to try to stop the res.
Yeah.
You'll just never get that.
I hate my life.
And I want to see you dive. Yeah. Go take the high ground. No, just sit up here. Just sit up here. You'll win. Wait, what the fuck? This guy came
Yep.
back from spawn? Wait, what?
I was not ready for the soldier to be up there.
Let me see what happens.
I think he missile jumped up there, but
you should have heard him though.
yeah.
But either that was a good play from him. You played that fine.
Okay.
Going top left, I think, was the right play. It's just
Got shot
thinking
in the
about
back.
the soldier. That's me not looking at your risk assessment, not assessing where the soldier is and then reacting to it. So like the only way that you die there is from the soldier, right? So like
Yeah.
understanding where the soldier is like really, really important to that fight.
Okay. Oh god, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Would it have been better to dupe the Rissa? Because I was thinking maybe I'll go for BAP instead, which is why I didn't pull it there.
Yeah, I mean, so this mistake is the same one as every other mistake. Like, so here's the thing about projectiles is that while projectile heroes don't have fall off, hit scans always have the advantage at long range because they're hit scan.
Yeah.
Like, you will never, ever, ever kill the soldier, ever, at the range that you're playing at. And so, in order to play that, you have to close the distance on him through a means that doesn't give him LOS. So what does that mean? It means that instead of flying up through main in front of a turret, in front of their soldier who's going to be damage boosted by their mercy here in a second.
Should be going left side.
Right here. Because look at you, look at you.
Yeah.
You're literally getting fucking, like, so if you go this way, through left side, you could break the turret without taking damage. You could flank the soldier, you could point blank him, he dies.
Okay.
You also have copy. You guarantee kill him with copy. Like, even if you miss every single ability, you just copy, you drop the heal pad at your feet, and then you kill him. And then you're up here with the visor.
Yeah.
And nobody can contest you.
Okay.
So, that was the mistake, is just flying out into the open and putting yourself into a fucking box against 2 hit scans.
I'm playing it like I have a deflect, I guess is the best way to put it.
No, even if you were on Genji there, that's
Yeah,
like
that's
terrible
true.
positioning.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
just, it's
probably go
padding.
top left. I could have. This Torb actually stayed there the whole entire game. Was the funniest part about it.
Yeah, so it's... I don't want to see Sombra. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was just done after that.
Yeah, let me... I wonder if I have a replay in here where I'm playing Echo so I can show you the concept of uptime. Okay, yeah, I am playing Echo. So I have a Mercy, so that means that I can be a little bit more aggressive, but like...
Yeah. Concept's still basically the same, I'd say.
Yeah. So this map, first point, is a lot similar to the one that we just watched. And that, like, I fuck up here, and then I'm like fighting in the LOS of the soldier. But you'll see in a second I like fix the mistake. So here, this is where you want to be, because now I'm in a position where I can fly over this roof, or I can take an angle, and the soldier can't do anything about it to me. I'm using the map geometry to my advantage. You see how he can't
shoot you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Mars a Pharaoh player?
I don't know.
For some reason something is like.
But anyway, I take the space in the map like there. That just taking that angle forces him to move.
Yeah. You almost have
I
all of
see
these.
how he's right side
Yeah.
now? Now I just dip back down, and I like play like this angle so he can't like get me. And then I fly up here because I know that I have copy, and then I can just
So
get
you
on their
get
back
super
line.
aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is just fucking spinning around, just
Being a duplicate.
exactly. Just no one can deal with me. And so it's kind of the same thing here, where like you see how I'm playing like really close to the wall, so I'm not playing in the open. And
Yeah.
I always want to increase my uptime, so I'm playing like super aggressive. Especially here, I get nanoed. The nano's fucking garbage, but like, see, I'm like point blanking this kid in front of his team.
Yeah. They just really can't do much about it.
Yeah. And the soldier's on a flank with a visor, so I decide like, okay, well if this guy holds this angle, it's gonna be really problematic for me, so I go and force him out. So now I know that I'm at an angle to where I can't be killed by anything. I'm holding this wall. I have a big advantage here because they're all grouped. Even though if
Yeah.
they're hit scan, this range favors them. I have a mercy with me, so I can just stay here and just spam.
Yeah. Just keep jiggling.
Yeah, and now I have another copy. So now what I do is I don't fly out in the open in front of all of them. I take the rooftop to use as cover, and then I reclose the gap. And then because I know my whole team's dead and no one's gonna be helping this BAP, I just go and kill him. And I decided to copy the soldier there instead of the diva because I wanted to get the visor on high ground, but I just like got fucking booped
Yeah.
or dropped. I don't remember what happened, but. And then I know the soldier's on high ground, so I'm gonna go and dive in with my ball. And again, it's like
Early
the same thing.
beam.
Like they're playing double hit scan, so I'm playing my angles properly. I know that the Kree's about to go top right, so I'm just gonna check to see that corner, and then I'm gonna play like on the right side above him and point blank it so he can't kill me.
Okay.
And then here it's same kind of deal. So like I'm playing here because I know if there's a hit scan main, I can't die. If there's a hit scan top left, I can peek back down here. And if there's one above me, I'll hear it and I'll fly up and dive him.
Okay.
If I'm playing up here, I'm vulnerable to that flank, or like right here, even main, I'm giving them LOS. But if I'm playing close to this wall, it's threat assessment. That's all it is I'm just playing in a spot where I know I can't die.
Okay.
And then just killing the cart. And the Kree goes top right. I try to dive him, but I fuck up my right click, so I just back off and just
Okay.
give him the space because he'll kill me.
That makes sense.
Um, but I mean, we end up winning the fight, so it doesn't really matter. Now, like once you get into indoor maps like this is where heroes like Echo get really hard, and this is like where actually Genji wouldn't be as like
That's bad.
Genji might be better, or like
Okay.
Hanzo. Because the problem with this is the map design. Like I can't take an angle that's advantageous for my hero. I can't take an angle that is going to give me a lot of value while also like shutting down their value. Like if I go top right, like this is a super short corridor. I'm putting myself in a really dangerous spot to just be fucking killed by their diva.
Yeah.
If I play right here, I'm just gonna get killed from their high ground. If I play top left right here, like this is the only safe and possible angle, but it's so far away that it's so hard for me to get value. And that like if I start playing over here, someone could just peek me on the bridge and kill me. Like
Yeah.
it's such a hard point to play for Echo. And so like normally when I get to this point, I'll just go like Doom or Genji or Hanzo, just whatever I'm feeling at the time. But all those heroes are better than
Okay.
Echo here.
I hate lamp.
And I go for the copy on the BAP just because I know that I could get like fucking two banged there, and it draws like a lot
Yeah.
of aggro away. So here I get nanoed, so I immediately just go and kill the Kree. Or at least I try to. I fuck up my mechanics, but like, it forces the McCree away back into that building where he can't shoot me. And that's
Okay.
basically all playing Flyers is about, is just like manipulating your angles that favor you instead of the hit scan. So here I see the Kree in the
Okay.
back, I go and dive him, and then he gets hooked. Like anytime I see that Kree, or if I hear him or I know where he is, I'm immediately reacting to it by putting myself in a position where I can't get shot, or putting myself in a position where I can dive him and kill him.
So it sounds like, at least for like Cass, right? You're putting yourself in a spot where you can shoot him, but even if he flashes you, you won't die. Is that better? Is that a way to think
Yeah,
of it?
so
That's
for
what I always
Echo,
freak out about.
like if this guy's right here, right, and he didn't get hooked, and I'm right here, if I fly up really quick and I throw some stickies at him and none of them hit, I'm just gonna drop back down and not contest him because that's my cooldown. I missed. He's not gonna die.
Okay.
Unless I'm nanoed or if my team is diving, I will not continue the pursuit. But if the
Okay.
stickies hit, then I'll just commit and I'll kill him with the laser. And I know that he's just gonna die before he gets the flash off.
All right.
And the rest of this just doesn't matter.
Just
It's
clean
just
up.
tapping the fucking point. Yeah.
Which takes 12 years, like
Yeah.
every other final point. I think King's Row is actually secretly terrible in last point and should be looked at.
It is.
It's like crazy. Like it's such a good map except for that last point. You either snowball or you like get full
So
like held.
here they have Widow Ash. You'll kind of see like I try to get an angle in there, maybe get some stickies, but like this would be a good example of like how you're supposed to play it. Like these two heroes are like could really fuck your shit up if you're not careful. So I know that Widow is still, she should have died right here. I'm just terrible. That was a terrible play from her. I know that Widow is still like there, so I didn't want to commit on that flank too hard. My Mercy gets fragged by the Lucio. We end up trading out. So now I'm in a position to where like I can't do anything because I don't have my Mercy. So
Yeah.
I just looked for the Widow because I knew that she was really far back. I find her. She puts herself at LOS of her Ana like a noob. Yeah, that's what gets her killed. And so then the rest of this is just like me flanking around and not dying. But like my decision making there was really good. I knew where the Widow was. I played around it. My team got fucked. I still got the Widow frag and got out.
Okay.
And it's all because like I'm always thinking about where's the Widow, where's the Ash, how can I die?
Yeah. So you would say like when you're playing just in general, like you think about like the whole team, but like your main thought is like the thing that kills you, and like almost always just like okay.
See, like there, when I flew up, I knew that was a mistake. I knew that was a mistake immediately. You could tell by like my body language. Hold on. So here, I know I'm not in position to die by anything. I know the Ash is right there. I know the Widow's like below me somewhere. It doesn't really matter. But here, when I fly up here in reaction to the monkey, I knew that this was a mistake because I saw the Widow at that bottom right, so I instantly flipped down to
turn your head.
Then here I want to fly back up, pop that diva out of mech, and then I can just play really aggressive. See, I'm like point blanking this guy in his face.
Yeah. Is there an argument to be made that since your Mercy's there, you don't really like need to use this ult? Because even if you die, you get rezzed, or is that?
I mean, you could argue that I don't need a copy there, but I kill 3 with it.
Yeah. So. I just was wondering because I know that's what I end up doing for the most part. I end up thinking like we're already up 1 or 2. Maybe it's not worth me ulting, which could usually like it. And I'm not even saying like you're wrong. I'm just saying that I know that I've lost fights because of that, but I also feel like if I do it, I feel like I'm wasting an ult that could win the next fight.
It's just analysis paralysis, bro. You're the same problem I used to have. Just use the ult. You'll get another one back. But it's always better to secure a fight with your ult than lose it because you didn't use it.
It's pretty good, yeah.
So here I just get randomly nanoed, so I try to like make the most out of it. I miss all my stickies and kind of grief it. But like there's not really anything I can do here. It's actually a fucking miracle I don't die here. Their hit scans are terrible.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure Mars is like I feel like he's a fairer player, but maybe he's reformed.
Yeah, I should have like I overextended too bad with that nano trying to make a play, and they just beat it. I missed all my cooldowns and
just done at that point.
And this was just me trying to contest the point, pushing their Ana, force the nade, and then I know their Ash is up here, so I just go up here to try to kill her, and the Virgin ass fucking cast just kills me from the side. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean that fight was just us getting snowballed by ults. I don't really make that many mistakes this round, and then I just go Doom because Echo's terrible on this point. Like, so if you want to watch Doom, we can, because we end up holding them here for 4 minutes. But I mean, the Echo's
so bad at Doom. I would have to learn just like his basic mechanics before I could watch him properly. All I know about Doomfist is that you can do nutty rollouts for 5 years at Get Quaked on.
Yeah. You don't even need to do that, honestly.
Oh yeah,
like
it's not practical at all.
Yeah, I mean, like the way I play Doom is I just like chilling, doing nothing here. It's just Bob, so like I see the Ana on the cart by herself.
No, you
I
can just
just
kill
kill
her.
her. Yeah, and then Kree pushes me and kills me, but it doesn't matter because I killed
You
your
got the
Ana, so get
Ana.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you have spawn advantage.
yeah. It dies somehow else, but doesn't matter.
So I guess here's a good one. So when would you say that more often than, well, not more often, like, is it rare to actually have a good death? Or would you say like 40% of the time you can have it's a good death? You know what I mean? Like I noticed that you're like, how did I die here? Blah blah blah. But I also know that like for the diva when I was blading, it was kind of just it wasn't a good death. It was kind of just unlucky and like something I couldn't really change, I would say.
Which death?
Like on Oasis, well, for me, when on Oasis, it wasn't a good death, but it was just like something I couldn't really change
Oh, the
per
one on the
se.
diva. I
Yeah,
mean,
when I just got
it
stomped
was.
on.
Yeah, that was a really really bad death, but bad in the sense that like you had Blade and they didn't have support ults.
So I was just trying to get aggressive, and then I just got stomped on.
Yeah. So yeah, there is such thing as good deaths. Like this death for me was a good death. The last one that I had.
I know Doom is definitely a big advocate for good deaths. 1-for-1 trades
Yeah.
are usually pretty good on defense, at
So
least.
like here, I thought I'd be able to kill this Ashe with this slam, but I get caught on something, so I have to ult, which is annoying.
Did you kill? Why'd she turn back?
And
Could have made it.
so I kill the Ashe and then kill the
Oh, you
Ana,
got two.
and then
Did you just
yeah,
go?
and then no one can contest me here. I don't have to do anything, so I just stay up here
Okay.
and just wait for the Kree, and look what he does. He just walks forward and dies like an idiot when he knows that I'm up there, and that's a good death.
Okay.
I know
yeah.
I'm gonna die there, but it doesn't matter because I killed the Kree.
Yeah, you basically got 3
And
for you.
my
and then-
spawn's right there, and his is all the way fucking over there. So
Yeah. Okay. All right.
but yeah,
I didn't write any of that echo stuff down. Okay, let me do the gist of it. Uptime was the thing we talked about.
that's a general thing. Don't just put that under the echo
Oh,
category,
yeah,
but like it's a
I-
general concept of time.
how much time you are taking to do stuff. That's what I said.
Yeah,
and-
it's
okay.
like so it's like think of it as a spectrum, right? Actually,
Okay.
I'll fucking this
Draw
might
it
help you
out.
understand it better. Yeah.
I bet.
So if you think of it as like a spectrum, right? And
Okay.
this is uptime.
Yep.
And this is downtime, or you could say like server existing, same thing.
Okay.
And so like you're never ever going to be able to maximize on this side. Like you'll never ever be able to get like 100% and you're always here, right?
Yeah.
But the challenge is to get as close to the as close to here as possible.
Okay.
So in order to do that, that comes with things as like using Zen orbs, mercy pockets. All right, let me just like Zen mercy
Yep.
pockets, monkey bubbles, Diva's matrix, just cooldowns in the game that enable you to play it. That's pretty much all this is like if you have orb, if you have mercy pocket, if your monkey's jumping in, if your tracer has a bunch of aggro on her, just get the fuck in and do as much as you can without dying. That's all
Okay.
this game is. It's just maximizing uptime. So if you ever feel like you're in a position where you're just sitting there throwing shurikens and you're not really accomplishing anything, like it's a minute into the round, you're 30% to blade, it means that your server existing and you're like all the way over here. You're just there's so much downtime. You're not doing anything.
Okay.
It's always better to just fucking die. Like I'd rather you die twice in the first minute, but have 70 to 80% on your blade than
Yeah.
just sit there and farm and playing safe with 30%.
That makes sense.
So
Okay. So, echo in general, using terrain, I guess, to, I don't remember how you put it, but like you were like denying, the enemy while you were enabling yourself, I guess is the best way.
exactly. Yeah, I was setting myself in a position to where I had LOS on their team on what I was trying to shoot at. while their hit scan didn't have LOS on me. And the only time that I would give their hit scan LOS, at least only time I would try to, because of course you can't do it all the time,
Yeah.
is whenever I was looking to kill them, or if I had copy.
Okay.
Or if I know if it's a range that they just can't kill me at, like, you know, because the hit scan changes with the follow.
Bless up for those.
Yeah, bless up. Amen.
Alright. That was good stuff for Echo. I'm gonna have to like actually force myself to play her though. She bores me too much. She's just not fast.
If you're not playing on a team, bro, you can play whatever the fuck you want.
That's also true. I no longer
You don't have
want
to learn Echo.
Yeah, I'm no longer on a team anymore, so.
Unless you like want to join a team, or if you're in one, then don't worry about playing Echo. Just play whatever the fuck you want.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think I've come to terms that I'm too old to actually join a team and be consistent with it, seeing as I'm about to, start a job in like 6 months.
Right.
Well, it's good to at least know Echo, because I know she's good, and because at some point I'm gonna be like at the point where I'm not doing anything with Genji at all. So just having that.
I don't think it could get any lower for Genji than it is now. So.
Well, I think it's worse and worse every season's the issue. I'm waiting for the next cast buff at this rate. They might need to expand his flash range. I don't think it's good enough yet.
Yeah, or give him 250 HP or some shit.
True, that would make it more balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was good. If anything, like my big thing that seems to have like punched me in the face 20 times was just the threat assessment thing. Like.
Yep.
I play too passively, it seems like, just in general, even when I can go in.
Yeah. Just understanding what can kill you, and when it's dead, just get the fuck in. If it's not dead, then avoid it until it makes a mistake. So if you see a Cass use a flashbang, get the fuck in and kill his ass. Or if you see Echo use like if she uses her fly and she just like lands on a really shitty spot and you know she doesn't have like laser or something, just go fucking kill her.
Alright. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I got anything else, really.
Alright, boss. Just like I said, just tell your boys or anyone that you know that I'm giving free coaching.
Yeah,
and
probably just those on YouTube real fast, just if you want to like give any way, shape, or form of how you want to be contacted, you can throw it out on here, or like.
Yeah, so my Discord is Lyte, Lyte, hashtag 5439. You can add me on there. Always on Discord, always get back to you on that. And my Twitter is LyteFPS, spelled the same way, or at least Lyte is spelled the same way. I'm gonna start streaming again pretty soon. Come like January or so, I'll start streaming consistently again. And it's the same thing as my Twitch or my Twitter, so.
Alright. Well, I'll end the recording there. So guys, if you want free coaching, this guy is way better than I am, and I will ever be, so definitely look to him for some help. So thank you all. Hope you guys also learned something. I know I did.